Hello, welcome to another episode of That's Dope. My name is Godswill, and I have a special guest with me who's actually like one of our first, like just sort of fan guests who actually reached out and said he wanted to be on the podcast. And I was like, sure, let's do it. And, you know, I appreciate you like keeping in touch with me. It's been a while.
Hey, do you hear that sound?
Yeah, like I hear it crackling.
That's the sound of the people getting their energy because finally, DEACONRAP has come back to That Dope Entertainment Podcast.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen that are listening, if you're listening to this podcast right now, you're not just gonna nerd out and geek out. You're gonna freak out, and most of all, you're gonna weep out. Because DEACONRAP is not just a regular Nerdcore / otaku rapper. He's the most JDM riding, dual disc playing, cosplay wearing, nerd life rapping, otaku rapping, son of a bitch, and all of hip hop entertainment. Woo!
Hey, there we go. That's the best introduction, you know, the self-introduction. I've never heard that before, but I love that. You know, keep that going. I like that. So, first off, like...
I've been doing that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you want to rap it, feel free. Where are you? And then you're dressed like Seto Kaiba, right? I guess tell us everything that's going on. You are in an interesting location. You are doing interesting things right now. You just pulled out the wrestling belt. Oh, you got the dual disc set up right there. Boom. Okay.
Every Seto Kaiba player needs one.
I mean, absolutely.
So a little bit about where I'm at. I'm live inside the Wrestling Shop, Texas, inside Wonderland Mall, which is in San Antonio, Texas. And I'm also repping for Weird Waifu clothing brand.
Woo! I love those guys. Actually, I need to bring MC on, MA on. I need to bring MA on to the podcast.
You know MA? You know MA?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like actually, I've been loving Weird Waifu content for a good while, actually.
Bro, I made a video for him.
Really? Like, what type of video did you make for him?
It was like a rap video. It's like, girls they challenged me to do 16 bars, so the next 16 will be about waifu stars. I won't rap like Branson about initial cards, but about waifu girls that ride them hard. Waifu girl, stay home if you're feeling sick, but waifu girl, come over if you're sick. Put my hand down low, get that flicky flick. And I won Code 02 of Darling in the Frank, then He Not the Hugo, the tag team. I'm Wake, maybe Android 18, join us in the flank, and I got Waifu, where's the thing?
Oh.
You gotta be 18 plus, but 21 preferred. I don't want no younger, that ain't no fur. I said 18 plus, but 21 preferred. I don't want no younger, because I ain't no fur.
Oh my goodness. Wow, you just came up with that on the spot?
No, that's what's in the video.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. I'll let you you rap that on the spot for the video.
I gotcha. No, my freestyle game is not that good though. But my pen game, that's where my strength is.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a very valid point of rap. You know, everyone always gives it up to freestyling, but you know, doesn't really think about like the crafting of it. You know, like just being able to write it down and craft rhymes for something. How long have you been rapping for?
Yeah. Since I was 10 years old.
Wow. I mean, like, how has your journey been, like, in the rap scene?
Let's see. Ever since I stopped doing gospel music and started doing nerd music, it's been like a slow roller coaster. Like a slow roller coaster going up.
Really? I mean, I bet, right? And then I guess you're just waiting for it to drop pretty soon. In fact, actually, you're putting out an album pretty soon, right?
Yeah, I'm dropping my second album on November 4th.
Ooh, tell us more about it.
So my first album right here, Nerd Life. It was an okay album at the time, but it's one of the things where I thought it was awesome back then, but now that I'm looking back at it, I'm like, what was I thinking? Like this song right here, Stuck in the Friend Zone. Like, why would I make that? And why would I make it sound so satanic and everything?
I mean, that's how you're feeling, right? Like at the moment, right?
Yeah, that's how I was feeling at the time. But what's the new one? It's gonna be the album's gonna be called Otaku's Attack.
Otaku's Attack.
And Otaku's Attack, because it's our time to rise.
Hey, there we go.
The little kid that's deep inside the one. Yeah. So, and one song, we sampled the Power Ranger theme, and it's about friendship.
Uh-huh.
It's how main characters can't do it alone. You know, they had a great crew to help them along, like Luffy, right?
Absolutely.
Like Ash Ketchum.
Yeah.
Without the gang together, they would never be able to get to that point in their journey.
I mean, that's the truth right there. I mean, friendship
And
power is like the most crucial thing. Like in a ton of anime, is shown in anime for sure, right? What's your favorite?
my favorite anime is Yu Yu Hakusho.
Hey, classic. There we go. Good taste. I like it. And then I guess like for your
Yeah,
new album, the Tokus Attack, like how many songs are going to be on it?
there's gonna be 5.
Okay, okay. I guess can you
The
tell us
main
like
reason why,
yeah, yeah, tell us please.
the main details is like there are some rappers where they'll write a song, make a beat, and mix it all in the same day,
Hmm.
and they'll be like, "Move on to the next thing." Word with me, I got to sit on it for 3 to 6 months before I'm okay with it.
Okay, I mean that makes a ton of
Like
sense.
main characters where we sample the Power Ranger team.
Hmm.
I'm on version 6 of just taking out all the words and just redoing it over again.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
Like
really. That's what I mean. It took me 3 to 6 months. Like main characters, the first time I recorded it was around like late 2018.
wow. I mean it seems like a lot of work, you know,
Yeah.
like and also like to be able to scrap it, but that's pretty good though. Like that means like you're tied to the craft,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, it's like this. This is a lifestyle for me.
I like that.
The uh, like the big thing that sacrificed for this was I dropped out of college to go on my first tour.
Oh wow. And then like how
Yeah.
how was the touring scene before Corona?
Let's see. Back in 2018 when I did this, I
Hmm.
was at a different convention every weekend.
Mm.
So I was in a different city in Texas every weekend.
Wow. Okay. And what was
Like
what was one of your best shows too,
my best shows
or
was
favorite
Packed
show
Out.
really? Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
my best was Packed Out this year,
Really, this year?
but my favorite is in Japan 2018. It
Hmm.
sucked. It was terrible.
Hmm.
I wasn't ready.
What
Somebody
happened?
told me they were going to help me with my word, and then they ended up never picking up the phone.
Oh.
So I had to scramble stuff together in the last 2 weeks.
Hmm.
But
Dang.
I'm still the only person who's done the San Japan YouTube concert that didn't have a million plus subscribers.
Oh wow. So you're going up against like people like some big
Yeah.
heavy hitters, huh?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Man, that's really cool though. You held your own, and then like you're still at it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the same. Here in San Antonio, like the Nerdcore scene here in San Antonio, they're kind of their own little club,
Uh huh.
and I don't think they like me very much. I
No.
don't know why. No, I don't know why, but they're nice when I talk to them. But anytime I ask about being on a show, they kind of dodge the question somehow.
Hmm. Dang.
So yeah.
Sucks for them.
So,
They're missing
but
out, right?
whatever. It's
Yeah.
like,
Sounds like they're missing out.
yeah, I know. They are, because it's like there's this music festival in Katy, Houston, Texas called LoudFest,
Hmm.
and they deemed me one of the top 100 indie artists in the country.
In the country? Wow. Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
check my Instagram. I posted about it. Like they sent me an email saying, "Congratulations, you're one of 100 top indie artists in the country."
Wow. Okay.
Now, it's called LoudFest in Houston, Texas, and it's put on by Loud Music. Have you heard of it?
Oh, I think I have heard about Loud Music. Yeah.
Have you heard of a rapper named Zero?
Zero?
Zero.
I think so. I think I might have. Tell us more about
Have you heard
Zero.
of Mike Jones?
Absolutely.
Have
Who?
you heard of Mike Jones?
Who?
Chameleonaire.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. No.
Oh,
Like. Yes. Absolutely. A lot of classics from down south.
Loud Music is the one responsible for those guys.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, that's some heavy veneration right there. Like that means you got a lot like on the way, right?
Oh yeah. And it's like I made a promo video where I'm running into the camera, I see something, I go into an alley, I'm like, "What have you done? What tiger?" And the owner of the thing that, the guy that I met you owned the festival, and he really liked it. And I don't know why, but I ended up saying, oh yeah, I plan to make a whole cinematic universe to promo videos with all my cosplays.
Oh, like a whole cinematic universe. Tell us more about that.
So here's what's happening. Portals are opening up everywhere. And villains are going missing. Nobody knows why. All that everybody knows is that these portals are going to December 5th and 6th in Houston, Texas, in our world. And Nightwing and Robin from the Batman series, Leon Kennedy from Red. Here's the thing: the Joker left, and he had Joker gas. And Leon Kennedy ran into the portal and landed in the Batman universe because Alan Wesker stole another sample of the T virus. And then when Tommy Oliver was in the White Ranger ran into the portal, he ended up being in the Batman universe as well, because Lord Dead is going with his sword. And then in another video, Tony Stark is in the lab like, oh yeah, Pepper was right. This was a good hobby. Jarvis, when's the next music festival? So I believe it's a LoudFest in Houston, Texas on December 5th and 6th.
Okay.
Oh, give me some tickets for that, Jarvis. Now suit me up. Jarvis?
Wow.
I need your help.
Mix up the whole universe.
And then I hear my Doctor Who suit, right?
Uh-huh.
My Doctor Who suit, I'm like, Mr. Doctor, you become a part of it. I need your help. Who the hell are you? I'm the Doctor. Doctor Who. And then, like, they're all going to come together. You see them battling, like, Leon and Tony. Leon be like, I'm all out of rounds. What about you? I wish I could. All I have are gravity stabilizers. Doc, where you at? Like, we're finding out the Doctor and Nightwing are like trying to infiltrate something, and then basically the villain is the embodiment of the DEACONRAP haters.
Oh wow!
Like, you ever see those black biopic like Hidden Figures or Pride or Malcolm X? You always have that one white guy who's the embodiment of white hate, like with the hardcore art throughout the whole movie. Like that's who the villain is. He's the DEACONRAP hater. He's the embodiment of DEACONRAP hate.
Uh-oh.
And he's bringing his villains in to invade LoudFest because at this particular concert, DEACONRAP is going to change the world, and he doesn't want that.
Oh wow! Wow! How long
that's
you been?
The story I'm going with.
Yeah. I mean, hey, how long you been thinking about this universe? Like that's quite the universe.
Oh, that only took me like 5 minutes.
5 minutes, like right now.
No, like it took me 5 minutes, like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, cool. I mean, it's pretty dope, though. I do wanna see something like that. You know, I mean, you bring on Leon Kennedy into like Doctor Who and Power Rangers. That sounds pretty tight, actually.
Yeah. Because like I have a Nightwing cosplay, I have a Power Ranger cosplay, I have a business suit that's printed to look like an Iron Man suit.
Oh wow, a business suit, you said?
And then it's it's a business suit that's printed to look like an Iron Man suit.
That's
and
cool.
I have a blue business suit that's printed to look like the TARDIS from Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, and it? I have my friends that go with me. One of them cosplays Leon F. Kennedy, and one cosplays Tim Drake Robin.
Ooh, okay. That sounds like you can really get it all together, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds so tight. Cool, man. Like I can't wait. Like if something happens like that, I would like to see it. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I guess tell us like about the location you're at. You know, like I see a ton of wrestling figures behind you. You pulled out the wrestling belt a little while ago. I guess tell us about where you are, and then I guess the fandom, right?
Yeah, it's WWE. They have DVDs. They have magazines. They have figurines everywhere. Like they even show some wrestling on the giant TV screen.
Ooh.
They also sell like the giant life-size replica belts. They have these classic ones that I can never afford because, oh my God, $100 for an action figure. And then they have loose figurines. They have, some special editions. Wow. They even got some original ECW figurines.
Wow. Holy smokes. How much are those? Those must be quite the pretty penny.
Let me check. For Taz, it's $40.
Wow. That's pretty tight. Actually, that's a lot more affordable than I thought.
They got the Ghostbusters figures too. Yeah.
Holy smokes, that's pretty cool, man. And I mean,
Yeah.
like, and where'd you say that location is again?
It's in San Antonio, Texas,
San
located
Antonio,
inside Wonderland Mall.
That's cool.
And yeah. And,
So I guess can you tell us about like why you love the wrestling fandom? Like I think that might be new to a lot of people still. My parents didn't let me watch wrestling when I was growing up, and I wish I did though. I wish I was like, I'm gonna do what I want.
So what got me into the wrestling fandom is one day when I was in like middle school, my friends, they were at my house on a Monday night, and they're like, yo, wrestling coming. I'm like, okay, we'll watch it. And I still remember clear as day. And now the WrestleMania rematch, John Cena versus Triple H. And ever since then, I've been a huge John Cena fan.
Hey, that's pretty tight. So is he your favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
That's legit.
I went to John Cena for Halloween like 3 years in a row. I have
invisible.
a replica WWE belt. I had a special edition John Cena figurine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so tight. Like, I mean, I hear all about John Cena. He seems like a really cool guy. Like, hearing about the charity stuff he does, movies.
Yeah, Make a Wish Foundation.
Uh-huh.
He's given more wishes than any other celebrity.
Oh, really? Like
he's given like double the amount of wishes of the second person behind him.
Wow. Double. Wow. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
He seems like a genuinely good dude. I like him. I mean, every time I see him on TV or movies or whatever, and hearing about like his charity work, it does sound like he's actually doing it for a good reason.
Oh yeah. Like he also speaks Chinese.
Really? How'd that happen?
Yeah.
Like, you just studied
it? Wanted to learn Chinese, and he learned it.
That's hardcore. How many languages do you know? I'm trying to learn Japanese and Spanish right now, and I'm having the hardest time doing both.
Let's see.
I barely know English.
Let's see. Konnichiwa. So you know that.
Yeah.
Waifu, yaoi, hentai. As far as like Spanish goes, I can't really hold a conversation, but I can order in Spanish.
Hey.
Let's see.
Long as...
Tres frijoles y queso taco y rojo grande.
Hey, there we go. Like, the order, boom. Like, that's what's important.
Yeah,
right?
that's all I need to know.
Yep. I mean, there's a whole language out there. Get the important stuff that you need for your life. Boom, ready to go.
Yeah. What you call it? What about you? Do you speak anything besides,
I'm trying to learn Japanese right now. Trying to learn Spanish. Both are not going very well during quarantine time, but trying. We'll see how this goes, though, right?
Yeah. But there is one particular song that I can. No, there are two songs though where I can speak it that were in English and Spanish. I know all the words and I understand what I'm saying.
Oh, really? What was that?
Yeah. Like the San Antonio National Anthem, which is "Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Thought I was your only vato. Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Don't you leave me this immortal." Like, for real.
Wow, no, I didn't know there was a San Antonio anthem. I lived in Dallas my whole life, and I never knew there was a Dallas anthem. So you're doing better than me.
There was this group. There was a Tejano band called the Texas Tornadoes, like back in the late 80s and 90s. And at the end of the set, they're like, "Hey, give me a roll, Ernie. Ladies and gentlemen, ride with us as we sing you the San Antonio National Anthem. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? Thought I was your only vato." Yeah.
Wow. That's so legit.
And then the other song is Drinking Problem by Midland.
Wow. Drinking Problem by Midland.
Bruh, it is easily the best country song in the modern era, and the video is amazing.
Really? Okay, I gotta
and
check
then the
this out.
Spanish version, they sound better in Spanish than they do in English.
I mean, hey, like the OG language, Despacito, right? Versus English, right?
I'm not really a fan of Despacito.
Yeah, like it's overplayed right now, but the OG
Yeah.
version way better than
Yeah.
the pop version they brought out.
Because like the music video, right? It's about it takes place in 1977, and it's about a band who makes moonshine to pay for their music recording.
What's it called again? Drinking Problem by Midland, you said?
Drinking Problem by Midland, yeah.
All right. I'll dig that. I'm gonna see if I can
Yeah.
find that myself and see if we can plug that in later on. But I like that. In 1977, and it's still a modern banger, huh?
Yeah, it's no. The video takes place in 77.
Oh,
but the song came out in 2017.
Oh, okay. Wow, 30 years later, huh? Or 40? Yeah, crap. 40 years later.
Yeah. So, but no, it's a nice music video, and it's like how many rappers made songs like that where they were selling crack or something to fund to pay for their recording.
I don't know.
Yeah, but no, that song "Drinking Problem." When I was in a huge depressive state over an act, "Drinking Problem" was a song that made me wake up and say, "I have a problem."
Oh, really?
And then their follow-up song "Burn Out" really made me realize that it's over. Just like the song said, watching cigarettes burn out. A lot of neon gets turned out. Nothing left but empty glasses now. It's all flashes now. Like, yeah, it's over. It's gone. It's closed. Wow. And that's when I'm like, this was like the point where, okay, I can finally start moving on from where I was.
I like that. That's good. I mean, music is crucial for, I mean, you know this, you're a music creator yourself. Music is crucial for, taking us to a sort of better mindset, for helping us get over problems, right? What would you say your biggest musical influences were for getting started and for even getting to where you are right now?
Let's see, Eminem, because when I was 10 years old, I saw 8 Mile, and when the movie was over, I took it as a sign from God that this is what I was put on this earth to do.
I like that.
And then when I was older, I saw Eddie and the Cruzers, and that movie where Eddie Wilson was like, I want something great. I want something nobody's ever done before. And his bass player is like, but Eddie, we ain't great. We're just some guys from Jersey. And then he's like, if we're not trying to be great, then what the hell are we even doing this for, Sal?
That's the truth, right? What's the point of just being casual for it, right?
Yeah, and then it's I had some other influences let's see, Elvis, the Beatles, George Strait, James Brown, Michael Jackson, Cab Calloway, let's see, who else did I listen to hardcore? AC/DC. I listen to everything, man.
That's what's up. I like that a lot. I mean, those are good tastes right there, and it's I bet just a mixture of it all, right?
Sorry, Yu is all hyping me up.
Oh yeah, those are good friends, honestly. I like the people that are behind you. Yeah.
No, don't bring the chair.
Oh, got the chair. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they also have these other loose figurines. They even sell some Marvel figurines.
Really?
For my girlfriend's for our 2-year anniversary, I got her an Iron Man figurine from him.
Oh wow. Hey.
Yeah, and as you can see, they got they also got some more of the Ghostbusters figurines, and they even have some anime stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
this store really got it all.
Yeah, but as you can see, wrestling is where they specialize in.
That's cool. A wrestling specific figurine shop. I'm interested in how that idea came around. That's a cool concept.
Who knows? I'll give him your information and he can be on your podcast next.
Yeah. In the future, that'd be pretty cool. Because that's a cool idea. I'm seeing wrestling becoming more into the fold, even worldwide. I didn't know how big of a deal wrestling really was until I would say last year.
Wrestling has always been this big of a deal. You're just now.
Maybe it's just me.
Been this big of a deal. It's just now. Yeah, it's just now been brought to you. You just now notice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I wish I got on it before, but my parents were like, no, you can't watch. It's too violent. But here we are now, right?
Like when I was 10 years old, watching like a candy shop video, and the game, hate it or love it. My
Yeah,
dad, he grew up during Beatle era, so he was just like, if I tell him not to, he's gonna do it anyway, so might as well.
that's true. For me, I was a gay two shoes, and I was like, well, mother said I shouldn't, so I guess I won't. Oh well,
Yeah.
and then also like I gotta talk about the cosplay, right? You just have the Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh cosplay, right? I guess like how big of a
Uh-huh.
deal is one cosplay to you, and then like two Yu-Gi-Oh for you?
Uh, Here's the thing. Um, Obviously, the White Power Ranger one is my favorite, and it's also the one I hate the most.
Really? How come?
It's my favorite because I feel powerful. I feel this is like, I feel like it's like this is everything I ever wanted when I was 5. But I hate it because it's a 2 to 3 person job to put on.
Oh yeah.
Because first I got to put on a dance belt, then I got to put on a compression short,
Uh-huh.
then I got to put on the spandex, and somebody
Uh-huh.
got to zip me up from the back. Then I got to put on a chest piece, someone got to zip me up from the back. I got to put on the armband. Then I got to put on the glove. Then I got to put on the wristband. Then I got to put on the boots, and then
Oh my
the
goodness.
belt. Yeah. Whereas like something like this, dude, I'm wearing church pants with this cosplay. So
I mean, yeah, right. Just put on a jacket, bring out the dual disc, boom, good to go, right?
yeah, yeah. And then it's like I also love my Walter White cosplay, but not as many people recognize that. So
Really? That's a shame.
yeah. And then it's like Krillin. I love being Krillin a lot. Like Krillin is number 2 to my Power Ranger cosplay.
Really?
Like, let me spit you some rhymes right quick. Roses are red, violets are blue. Oh God, Young's dead, and I am too.
Oh no. Poor Krillin, it's too hard to be, the strongest human, but then you got the Saiyans and Namekians and everybody above you, right? And then gods of destruction and all that, right?
Yeah.
That's
Like
funny.
anytime I'm in the club, I go up to everybody and be like, "Hey girl, how old are you? 18. That's all I need to know."
Yeah, yeah. You definitely don't want to date anything under 18, right?
But 21 is preferred.
Absolutely. For me, I prefer older women, older girls, older women who know what they're doing, like I definitely like it. I guess like
So,
more equal,
like your
yeah.
mom's friend? No, I'm just kidding.
What's that?
I said like your mom's friend. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's too old right there. Yeah, too mature. Yeah, and then also, I don't know about that. Yeah, but and then also, like, I had asked, I guess Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, how come, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like, is that like one of your favorite franchises right now?
No, it's just that here's the thing. I pick cosplay based on what I wanted to be when I was a kid.
Ah, okay, okay.
Like like look at me, bro. I even brought my deck to show you. Let me
Oh
show you this
wow.
right quick.
So you still play Yu-Gi-Oh though, right?
Yeah,
How
look at
how?
this. Kaiba Man, okay? Dragon Spirit of White. What if Neutron Blast?
Oh wow,
Blue Eyed White Dragon.
classic.
Blue Eyed Alternative Ultimate Dragon.
I've never
Blue
even.
Eyed Twin Burst Dragon. Blue Eyed Silver Dragon.
Wow.
Neo Blue Eyed Ultimate Dragon. So, it's just one of those things where I never grew out of it.
I love it. Like I guess for Yu-Gi-Oh, because I don't really know. Like I remember like when it started, at least in the U.S., like with the TV show and all. Like when did you get started with it, and then also like how is it today? Like it seems like you're a huge. Like do you play right now, or do you just collect, or tell us about that?
I don't keep up with the game anymore because it's so complicated, and
Yeah, right.
it seems like every time there's a new series, they gotta bring in a new type of summoning.
Yeah.
So it's like anytime there's some new blue eyed cards, I get them to equip my deck. But other than that, I really don't yeah.
No, I bet I feel that like it seems too complicated. That's why I was like, wow, you
It
got
is.
cards. Wow, tell us more about that. And then I guess like is Blue Eyes White Dragon like your favorite card, or what is your favorite card?
It is. It is. Blue eyed white dragon. Yeah.
Or, like I guess like is Seto Kaiba your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh person or who or what?
Yeah, he is definitely. 'Cause that's who I would be if I was in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Like that's so tight.
yeah.
Then I guess I guess what
It's
else?
the
What
ego.
yeah, yeah, right? Like I mean
We both
like the
have the ego.
cockiness
Yep.
and like the wittiness that he has, top I mean, even as kids, like it was just sort of like
Yeah.
we knew that he was like a top guy.
Oh yeah. Because like Citizen, like my friends, right?
Mhm.
They know that if they can fuel my ego, they can get me to do just about anything.
Yeah.
Like for example, Dragon Con, right?
Uh-huh.
I was supposed to perform at Dragon Con this year,
Yeah.
but then Dragon Con got canceled. And I was like, we still have the after party, we still have the, and I'm telling my friends, we can still go. They haven't canceled yet. And my friend's like, well, Fred, you got to remember that, because of the pandemic, not as many people will be able to go as you thought there would. And I'm like, wait, you're right. What? No, we can't go. It's going to be a waste of my time. Wait,
Yeah.
what? You're right. Because I'm thinking of performing in front of a lot of people, but you're right. I won't be able to perform in front of as many people. Like, I may not be able to perform in front of anybody. So you're right. We shouldn't go.
Good. Good on the friends.
And it had nothing to do with the virus for me not wanting to go. It literally had to do with that. So that's what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like how has it been trying to perform or go around during the pandemic?
Things are starting to open up. Like, for example, LoudFest is happening in December. Tonight it's going to be like the first karaoke night at one in San Antonio since the pandemic.
Okay.
And what you call it? The first convention to happen, well, it looks like the first one to happen, is going to be an electronic gaming convention inside the Freeman Coliseum here in town in February.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Are you planning to go to those?
I'm performing at this.
Nice. Okay.
Here's my thing. To save money, I don't go to conventions unless I'm performing at them or something.
It makes a ton of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, yeah, like also, I guess, like, is performing like your main thing that you do?
Yeah, it's like there are some conventions where they offer me like Anime Takai, they wanted me to be a program director, right? Or special events director. And I'm like, so what can I do? Can I be an MC? No. So I have no time in the spotlight at all.
Oh.
No. And I'm just like, thanks, man, but it's like it wouldn't be worth it for me to go. Like I understand, this is a big opportunity, but if I can't be in the spotlight somehow, then it's not worth it to me.
That's a good point. I mean, you gotta make sure that the brand is popping, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta promote the brand, and also just because, ever since my first time performing when I was 10, here's the thing, when I was 10 years old, I was performing at a church picnic. I was just rapping some gospel poem. I can't remember what it was. And there was like 5,000 people in attendance. And they weren't expecting that many people to show up. Like, they ran out of food in the first hour. So 5,000 people, and here's little 10-year-old me who rapped a gospel poem, and the keyboard player played one of those sample loops on the thing.
Uh-huh.
And here I am rapping, and they're all cheering and everything. It didn't hit me that, oh yeah, I'm a 10-year-old kid. Of course you're gonna cheer. I literally thought I was that good.
I mean, hey, good on you.
That's what I've been after ever since.
Good on you for having like that sort of confidence, like in like just putting yourself there. I couldn't have done that at 10 years old. I don't know if I could do that today.
What do you do anyway?
For me, I do and I do this for sure, So this is like this side gig for me. And then I do more social media marketing type of stuff. So yeah, I've been having fun with that for the last 5 years.
Oh, maybe you can help me out with that.
We'll have to see.
I need no followers to go up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, social media is such a tough thing.
Yeah. Well, like I need followers like I need a third girlfriend.
A third girlfriend. Not even the second, huh?
Oh, because I already got a second one.
Hey. So okay. Doing polyamory, I see.
I'm kidding with you, man.
Okay.
That would be cool. Like, here's the thing. There's this rapper here in San Antonio, right?
Uh-huh.
When he gets intoxicated, his Facebook his social media is just dangerous. I remember one time he posted be so successful that you can have 2 girlfriends that you don't have to hide from each other.
Hey,
And I'm like, oh, bro, that's so, wait.
I mean,
Something there.
that's quite the level of success, right?
Yeah.
Well, dope. I guess I mean, this has been a great conversation already. Although definitely the beginning. I can't wait to hear like how your album's gonna do. When's that coming out? One more time.
We're trying for November 4th, but it may be pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what happened. I submitted one of my songs, Remember the Time, to a DJ review.
Mm-hmm.
And the top 3 comments were, "Bro, am I high? Because I can't understand a word he's saying."
Oh.
Number 2, is this what they call muffle rap? And my favorite comment, "Damn, he sucked that microphone real good."
Oh, no.
So I went back in the studio, and I'm like, no, I learned some new enunciation techniques. We're going to redo this. And my producer tells me, yo, we just got a new microphone. This is the same microphone that Howard Stern uses.
Oh, okay.
And they even had this little thing that they plug into it where it adds an extra 50 watts.
Okay.
And
so
after
more
hearing it,
powerful.
I'm like, I want to redo the whole album.
Oh, wow. So you're
at this point in time, we only have 2 of the 5 songs that are redone.
Oh, wow. And you're hoping to get it out in a month? Good luck, man.
Here's the thing. It's like, it was already, 3 weeks ago, everything was ready to go. But then I submitted to that DJ review because one person told me they couldn't understand what I was saying. And it was somebody who's like, it's a guy that the song was about. And I don't know, they're just stuck in my head. So I sent it to the DJ review, and he was right. I sound muffled.
I see. Okay. Well, hey, it's good that you're redoing it. It's good that you're redoing it versus just putting out a quality that might not be up to the standards that you might have, right?
You can say half-ass. Go ahead. You can say half-ass.
Hey, I don't know how it is, but like it's good that you're redoing it. So I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Let us know when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Also,
Okay.
I guess is there anything else that you might like to talk about or like to say also?
Okay. So Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, right? Where do you sit on that?
Where do I stand on that?
Yeah.
Well, I personally believe Megan Thee Stallion. Like it's, I mean, she even had to go to the hospital to showcase like the records of going in. So, just like I think like what Tory did wasn't good, but I don't really know like the full story. So I guess what's your opinion on it?
Yeah. For me, there's so much information out there and from so many sources that I'm not really sure what's true. But here's what I know. If you were going to shoot somebody, why shoot them in the foot?
I was wondering about that. I guess you don't want to hurt them, but you want to show that you can shoot somebody, I guess.
No. That's when you start hitting them. No.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And what you can call it? Apparently, Tory Lanez was sleeping with her best friend. And apparently they're still pretty tight. But I'm just like, but your best friend was sleeping with your guy. Why are y'all still friends? And then my next thing is like, what you call it? Tory Lanez is saying that they were all intoxicated, especially Meg, and she was too intoxicated to really understand what was going on. And the gun went off when she was trying to reach for it or something. And that's where I'm like, I'm really not sure where to stand with this.
Yeah.
And here's my next thing. How is Tory Lanez able to make an album? Why is he not in jail? If he really shot her, how is he not in jail right now?
That's a good question. I don't know like how they let him go on, so I'm interested to see like what the details that will be coming out will be. Interesting. I really have no clue. Like, actually, I haven't really followed the story that heavily, but it is a very interesting question, and I do hope that justice is given out as it's supposed to be.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And then what you call this? Another thing is so who's your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper, like of all time or right now?
Like both.
That is a very good hard question. Right now, my favorite rapper, I think, like of all time right now would probably be Biggie Smalls.
Good
No,
choice.
actually, no. I guess personally, I would have to say, if I had to say like objectively, I would say like Biggie Smalls because like I just love like how he's able to craft
That's
these
understandable.
stories, and like just have like these hard hitting rhymes with just like all different types of rhyme, internal I rhyme, slant rhyme, all that, and just amazing stories that like I remember all the words to. But my favorite rapper, like favorite rappers, Lupe Fiasco, like is on poster right there. Kanye West has always been a favorite, still is. Who else? Childish Gambino has always been like one of my personal favorite guys.
I love him better as a comedian than I do as a rapper.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, I miss that
Like
sort of era of his.
My favorite joke of his is like, hey, question, how come there are never any crazy man stories? Like, they'll be like, hey, remember Trina? Yeah, remember she was crazy how she keyed my car? She was crazy. But this is how a crazy man story kind of goes. It goes like this. Well, he was nice at first, and then one day he came over and he shot my dog. And my dog was dead, and he kept on shooting. So I moved to Florida.
Oh, no.
And he found me. And that's how I ended up in this wheelchair.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He was right.
I mean, hey, yeah, like it's really intense, like how some men can be, right? But
oh yeah,
man,
it's like for girls are like, it's like if I can't have you, fine. Whereas guys are like, if I can't have you, no one can.
Yeah, that's a dangerous mentality right there. Yeesh.
Oh yeah, like I still remember clear as day. There was a story about this cosplayer where one of her fans, she rejected him, and he set a bunch of cars on fire.
Oh, I remember hearing about that. That was last year or 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I was like, that's a great, like, I forget which con it was for, but I remember hearing that this one guy got arrested after setting cars on fire. Do you know more about the story?
Oh, I know it. That like his favorite cosplayer rejected him.
Oh, man. I mean, I think everybody needs to learn how to take rejection better because it's just sort of a part of life, right? Like it's not something that's rare, really. It's something that will happen to everybody, and you can't like just go off on people when you get rejected. Whenever, I think.
I actually, like, there's like a bunch of, regular rappers, because it's like, I don't rap with, these nerdcore rappers. I rap with regular rappers, the whole, like, they rap about the streets and all that. I'm in the show with them. And some of them, and like, we'll be all at the group, and they're like, hey, Deacon Cook, you gay or something, bro? Because you got a little weird. And I'm like, why? You trying to do something? Because, no offense, bro, but you're not my type. Oh! No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. What? You're not my type. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, there's not like really like ever like, like we're lucky. You're lucky if you get like a good reason and like, good talking about like why you got rejected. But, sometimes you don't even get that part, right?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you don't even get an email back saying why you can't be at their convention.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. So, just got to take it in stride and just sort of move on to the next opportunity, right? I think it takes like
definitely.
good, self-esteem, and confidence, like to be able to bounce from that,
Definitely. Like one thing I tell people all the time is that being a rapper, being a musician in general, is not a 10-second drag race. Okay?
Yep.
It's not 0 to 300 in a quarter mile. No, it's a lot like NASCAR where from the start, you're in last place. And you're going to go around in circles for hours, forever. And once you pass up the first guy, you got to keep that momentum going to pass up the next guy before that first guy passes you up.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. That's a crucial statement right there because people, I think they think it's going to be like boom, not even. This is good. This is like episode 59, 60 for the podcast, and we're not even yet there. But you got to keep at it, right? Otherwise.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because like like it's insane because like I grew up watching NASCAR back when NASCAR was still sort of NASCAR. Like NASCAR now, it's like, oh, they have air conditioners in the helmet. Oh,
Oh,
they
do
have
they?
camel pack. Oh, they have on the headrest wrapped around their head to give them protection.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's like they have all these technological advancement features where the NASCAR I grew up in, they didn't even have a sealed off helmet. They still have the mouth thing open, so they were breathing in carbon monoxide all day.
Oh, wow. Although, like, the danger aspect, I guess, is your favorite part of it? Or,
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
it sounds good.
No, yeah, it's great. Honestly, it's great. But it still takes out what NASCAR really was. Because the first time, NASCAR has been around since like the 50s.
Uh-huh.
But the first time it was broadcast nationally on television, guys literally got out of their cars and started having a fist fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess, yeah, what does
like,
NASCAR mean to you?
NASCAR is one of those entry things into me becoming a car enthusiast.
You're a car enthusiast?
I'm a car enthusiast, yeah.
Okay. Oh, what's your favorite, I guess, car detail, I guess? Yeah, I don't know too much about cars.
I'm stuck between a 1969 Dodge Charger and an R34 Nissan Skyline.
Oh, wow. How come these two? And they seem so different.
The Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay. Was that like one of your favorite shows?
Watching that, I'm a huge fan of that. Yeah, it is legit. I like that better than Breaking Bad.
Really?
So,
is your favorite show of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How come?
Yeah, it is. Like, so I grew up watching it, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's like every week something would happen. Like there'd be some people new in Hazard County, and they're like, well, we're new in town. We got to stay overnight. Would you mind helping us with our cargo? Yeah. And then like Luke will be like, one of the Duke boys will get curious and open up the cargo, and there'll be like a bunch of guns, and they're like, Uncle Jesse, there's something you need to see. Now, folks, what did I tell you about getting in other folks' business to open up the truck? And it's like, oh Lord, Uncle Jesse, if the general had this, no, what was his name? If General Lee had this back in Gettysburg, he'd have won if he had all this artillery. And yeah, it's then like the cop finds them with the guns because the cops are already trying to get them because the mayor is corrupt. J.D. Hogg, Boss Hogg, he's this corrupt politician, and he's always trying to put them in jail because anytime he does some type of illegal scheme or something to avoid the IRS, Duke boys somehow get involved in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've never seen Dukes of Hazzard, but I have always heard about it. Yeah, and like their famous car, right?
Oh yeah, they do car jumps all the time.
Wow.
And it's funny to see when they have somebody new in the car. They're like, "Hey guys, the bridge is out. The bridge is out. The bridge is out."
That's the feature. Wow. And it was just that's hardcore.
Yeah. And it's like the Dukes of Hazzard, it's one of those things where it's legit late 70s, early 80s TV,
It seems like it.
Yeah, it was made, I think, in 79? It went from 79 to 85.
I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering about when it was made.
Yeah, and, it was legit just a different time in TV, and, they sold a whole bunch of product, like how Pikachu is like the mascot and Pokemon, and it's all these Pikachu products. That's what the General Lee was. It was like the mascot of the show. And they sold toy car after toy car after toy car, like even today. Well, not today anymore because, the rebel flag.
Yeah.
Like, they could probably still sell some toy car today. Like, Walmart would have had them in those movie car commercials.
Yep. Like, I remember there was a time like when they were everywhere, but times have definitely changed now, right?
Yeah, and it's like there's even an episode where they explain that. Like, there's this episode where like Uncle Joe's like, now what year I hear that you boys were being mean to a colored fella that just came into town? Well, Uncle Jesse, it doesn't matter. I taught you boys to be kind to everybody. Now I understand You may have learned a different lifestyle, but times have changed, bro. Times have changed. And we're not like that anymore. So I want you to show that boy some respect.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
actually pretty good to hear that they
Yeah.
were thinking about
Yeah,
that.
they literally addressed that in the show, and it's like it was only in one episode out of like 100 and something, but yeah.
That's good though. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I mean, is at least as a start. And like
Yeah.
you said, like this is the 80s, right? 70s, 80s.
Yeah, and when they had a commercial for Auto Trader like 5 years ago, they didn't even show the flag, on the car. The way they had the cameras angled, they made it to where you couldn't even see the flag. And this was before all that, stuff happened over the flag. So
I guess
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
so
Like yeah, like
you know.
yeah, that's cool that they were talking about it. Yeah, they were starting to talk
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, like I mean, we're having that conversation a lot more these days, right? And I'm actually glad that we're actually talking about it for once as a country.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's like because for those of you that are watching, I don't support the flag. I just like the show.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
I'm
good.
just telling you what happened to the show. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
So,
very
and it's one of
good.
the things that, like, yeah. And
Yeah, I
as
guess
far
like, do
as
you
the
have an
Nissan
opinion on the?
Skyline,
Sorry, go ahead.
Opinion on the what?
The flag. Yeah, like I guess like the whole flag controversy type of stuff.
It's like, why is it still being waived? Like, why are we even allowing this? Like, Germany, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is so illegal to have a Nazi flag. Like, Germany is ashamed, but America is not.
That's the best said right there, I think. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I think we're not ashamed of our past, which caused us to have a civil war. And I think that's something we still need to recognize. I'm glad you said that, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
And it's like the worst thing that I see, the thing that I see the most, here's the thing. I'm an Amazon delivery driver, right?
Uh-huh.
And I deliver a lot in Castro, which is a small town surrounding San Antonio. I see Trump flags everywhere.
Mm.
And I don't mean like the ones that say "Keep America Great." I mean like the ones where they have this face on Rambo's body and there's like an eagle and fireworks in the background.
Oh wow!
I'm just dude, really?
That's a lot.
Like,
They've deified that man, and I think that's a very dangerous territory to get to. Where you hold somebody to such a high, without remembering that they're human too, right? No matter what you think about them.
Yeah, it's most definitely. And then it's like one time I saw like a Nazi flag and a Confederate flag, on both sides of the fence, and I'm like, what kind of contradiction is this?
It's like, how can you call yourself American and have a Nazi flag and a Confederate flag?
Yes.
I don't really know what to say. It's like what?
Captain America would be so disappointed in us.
Absolutely. It's like what this wasn't even that long ago. We just fought. There's people alive who fought Nazis.
Yeah, like when the Nazi flags were popping up, I still remember clear day. Arnold Schwarzenegger did a video. He's like, I don't like that they have Nazi flags being presented in America. When I was a young boy in Germany, I saw these men who were with the Nazis. I saw the Nazis. They questioned their morals. They were broken men who didn't know something. You know what Nazis are right now? They're burning in hell. I'm like, no!
Yeah. I think that, like, I'm glad that he said that. And I think everybody needs to be real about that. It's shocking that, like, Nazism is making a way in America. It doesn't make it America of all places, right?
Almost seems like, do you ever see Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
Yeah, I love that movie.
It almost seems like that wasn't a comic book.
Yeah.
That was a prologue to what was going to happen in real life.
How sad. Like it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't be this hard, should it?
No.
I don't know.
Like Chris Rock used to say. Like Chris Rock said like 10, 15 years ago. Everybody in America is looking for God. Everybody in America is looking for God. You know I found God? In my pocket.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because America worships money.
Money. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth? The sad truth. I do hope that things get fixed so that way we can get back to like trying to help each other, trying to connect with each other. I mean, that's all we want to do, right? Like, I just want to be able to connect with you about like what you're passionate about. I want to connect with people all over the world about what they're passionate about and
Here's
just
what
help.
we need to do.
Yeah.
Here's what we need to do if we want to do this. Forget this presidential election. We need to focus on our senators and state representatives, and we need to elect somebody who's never been elected before.
Oh yeah.
Because like we have people that have been, senators and all this for like 20 to 40 years.
Yeah, super long.
Okay? And they haven't done nothing. Whereas like, and here's the thing: how come people with one foot out the door are deciding the future of America that they're never going to live to see?
Right, super old people that are like really on death's door.
Yeah, like Obama, right? The dude was 45 years old. Keep in mind, you have to be at least 45 to run
to become
for president.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just right on the mark within like a couple months span of the age limit, of the minimum age limit. And that's one of the reasons why Obama was so well liked, is because you were tapping on modern issues. You were tapping on issues that like people like you and me are focused on. It's like I'm not concerned about our immigrants learning English. No, they'll learn the language. I'm talking about our kids learning Spanish. Because like you in San Antonio, if you know English and Spanish, you're gonna get paid more.
I bet. Yeah, being bilingual, you can reach out to everybody that's out there, right?
Yeah, and it's like if you know both languages, you're more likely to get hired. If you know both languages, you're more likely to get promoted. And if you know both languages, you're probably going to get a better job title.
True. Yeah. Another good reason to try to learn Spanish too, right?
Oh, yeah. It's like with me, I took Spanish in college and didn't really work out so well.
Really? What happened?
I dropped out.
I mean, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah. I was studying to be a school teacher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Would you try to become a school teacher still?
No. Knowing what I know now,
yeah,
and knowing what some stuff that's happened, because here's what will happen. Let's say, because I was going to teach high school.
Oh.
Let's say I gave some girl a bad grade.
Mm.
Let's say she asked for extra credit, whatever, and I say no.
Mm-hmm.
She can lie, saying that I touched her or something, and I'll get fired, and her parents will never have to figure out that she got a bad grade. And it won't be until the damage is done that we'll learn that she lied the whole time.
That's not good at all. Yeah, like
that's what happens.
Yeah,
that's
what happens.
That'll happen sometimes. Not all the time, but it's very minimal, but it can happen.
That's true. Unfortunately, the possibility is there. Yeah, like I guess for danger for teachers, but also for students too. And like I guess no one knows anymore, like who's like really being honest or truthful, which is sad.
Yeah. And then like the education budget is going down and down and down.
Yeah, I think right now is probably the hardest time to be a teacher. There's not a lot of support for teachers at all.
Remember that happened to my middle school choir teacher.
Uh-oh.
Some girl said that because she didn't get a solo in the big event.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a shame. And then I guess like what happened to the teacher? I guess did he get canned?
I don't know what happened after that.
I see.
All I know that all I remember hearing is that the girl lied.
Damn, that really sucks.
Yeah.
No, I guess I do hope that we get to like a better place, like where we're able to like really revamp like the sort of sexual assault type of deal, that can actually help the victims and then also protect people like against false accusations. There needs to be a total overhaul, it sounds like. And then I mean just for teachers, like just like being like educators right now, it just sounds miserable. And there's no support.
The budget cuts.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're not being like so many teachers have to buy their own paper.
That's horrible. Like I'm surprised that's not a thing that we haven't fixed. That doesn't make any sense to me.
when you go to like a private school or Catholic school or like a school where like, oh yeah, Jaden Smith went to this school,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you don't have to worry about anything. But as far as regular public school, you know, you have to worry about stuff like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What like and that makes no sense to me, like how we allow this to happen, you know, like we allow the teachers to shoulder this burden alone. We need to fix that. I think it's probably for the best that you didn't become a teacher, although it's
I know
sad.
exactly why.
Why?
I know why.
Why?
This is America. Don't catch you slipping up. Don't catch you slipping up. This is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap.
Police be
I
tripping
got it
up.
here. Here's my thing. When I worked at a corner store, I had one of my coworkers. He was from India, and he came to America to study, and he would ask me things like, "Fred, I got a question. Like, how come people will come in here and buy $25 worth of snack stuff and use their food stamps and not spend it on actual food?"
Mm.
And whenever I don't have a answer to a question, I just tell them that this is America. Don't catch you slipping up.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the real answer, like, that's always super stupid hard, but like, I mean, everything is summed up with Childish Gambino's "This is America." It's hell, I even say that a lot myself, like, where it's just, why is this broken? This is America, bro. Ugh,
Yeah,
I hate it. I
I
hate it.
know.
But I do hope that we are like on the way to becoming better. One thing I am happy about is that like people are talking about these issues. You know, me and you, we're talking about these issues right now. And I think the first part is to like talk about it, then to figure out like what the solution can be, right?
Yeah, so yeah, because like we look at this from one way, but like for example, in other countries, where like if like in other countries, women aren't allowed to drive.
Mm,
If a woman gets raped, she has to marry her rapist. If
mm,
let's see, if you steal something, you get death. You know the way the laws work in other countries. You know that's why people come to America because they hear, oh wait, no, women can drive.
mm.
Women don't have to marry their, But at
Yeah,
the same time, we're still backwards.
yeah, absolutely. We have a
So,
lot.
the whole world is backwards.
It sounds like it. Although it sounds like some places are doing really well. I mean, you think about
Like
places like,
Canada.
yeah, Canada, Norway, Japan, Singapore. You know, like it sounds like they're actually like figuring out how to be better. That's what at least everything I hear about. And the people seem happy from what I see.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I hope we can
And
start fixing. And I think we have what it takes to fix these things. I don't,
we
one
do.
thing, yeah, one thing I've learned from watching anime, playing games, doing all this content, and also even just seeing like the power of people, I do believe that we can like fix these problems. At least something. Start on some problems and then
We can.
get
We
better.
just have to take down the government.
I mean, honestly, I agree with you.
Like in One Piece, they had to take down the government.
Absolutely.
In Naruto, they had to get rid of this government factor that they have.
Yeah, Danzo.
And
right.
let's see, what else? What other anime? And Darling in the Franxx.
Yeah.
They learned that the government was hiding stuff from them.
Yeah.
Same with Neon Genesis Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion is a good example of, the government lied to us. We have to take down the government if we want to like really move forward.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So
like that's the truth, honestly. I mean, that's one reason I love anime. Like it's always something that to learn from, like it's like inspiration for what we can do, Maybe it's not like 1-to-1, but it can be empowering to be like there's power in the people, and maybe you got to take down like the corrupt system so that we can actually start making like a better world.
most definitely.
Yeah.
And I have 15 minutes left before I have to go. So before we go, it doesn't take much to unlock hidden potential, but a great crew behind you isn't essential. A differential people who are influential. It's evidential. A great crew is a part of your potential, not a confidential. It's a consequential. Without your crew, you're like an unsharpened pencil.
I like that. Like, is that off the top? Or like, is that like a bar to come?
That part of the first hit single off my new album, Otaku's Attack, entitled Main Characters. Because main characters can't do it alone. They had a great crew to help them along, realizing great power that they'd never known. Friendship and love, that's what they were shown. It doesn't matter how big of a muscle tone, main characters can't do it alone. Never do it alone, never do it alone, never do it alone.
Hey, I can't wait till we can hear about it. Please, whenever you get the finished product, I would love to hear it and love to see what we can do with it.
Yeah. So since you said you never got into wrestling?
Yeah.
One thing I'd recommend is WWE Network, which is a subscription service.
Okay.
Basically, with that, it's like, you know how Netflix, you have all these shows?
Okay.
Well, with WWE, you have every single pay-per-view. You have every single episode of the weekly show. You have all this behind-the-scenes stuff. And I'd recommend watching Monday Night Raw the entire year of 2006.
2006, really?
Yeah, because it revolves around two guys. Let me see if I can find them. Two guys. Where are you? Oh, they're right here.
Hey.
John Cena and Edge.
Hey.
They were the highlight of the Ruthless Aggression era of WWE. And speaking of which, to all the other artists out there where you want to be a rapper, you want to be something, there's one special trait that you need if you want to do this. One special trait. You know what that trait is?
What?
Ruthless aggression. Ruthless aggression means
Ruthless
you're willing
aggression.
to do whatever it takes. Yeah, because there was in June 2002, the top 5 wrestlers were out of the business. The Rock, he went to go make movies. Stone Cold, he didn't want to just take the fall for Brock Lesnar to hype him up. Mick Foley, his body couldn't take the pounding anymore. Triple H was out with a knee injury. And The Undertaker, he was going to this American badass biker era, and it wasn't really famous. So Vince McMahon, the guy who owned the business, he had all the wrestlers out. He came out and was like, people always ask me, how did you do it? How did you convince your dad to sign off the company to you? And then they asked me, when the government came with these steroid accusations and you won the court cases, how did you do it? And then some people ask me, you bought up every single independent wrestling faction in the country and put them together. You bought out WCW from Ted Turner and NBC. How did you do it? And I tell them that I had one special trait. One trait. Ruthless aggression. One of you had ruthless aggression. The Rock is gone. Stone Cold is gone. There's a place. Who wants to be the next big star? Who has the ruthless aggression?
Wow.
Like, he'll be like, Bobby Ray Dudley. Eddie Guerrero's the whole reason why you didn't win. You're the king of the ring. What are you going to do? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to have a match with Eddie Guerrero tonight. A ladder match. Jeff Hardy. You'll be coming out here every week saying how you want a shot at the end of the guy. How you, as far as I'm concerned, you're the only one here with a shred of ruthless aggression. So you're going to get your way tonight, you and the Undertaker. Not for the championship, but you and the Undertaker tonight. So come on. There's no star on this network. There is no star on the show. Who has the ruthless aggression?
Wow.
So that's what you need, ruthless aggression.
That's quite the speech, too. I mean, honestly, it's making me feel a little bit more amped up, you know?
Oh, yeah. Like, you do social media marketing. You got the ruthless aggression.
Ruthless aggression.
Not get anywhere. You got the ruthless aggression to dump everything you have. You got the ruthless aggression to take some independent social media startup and blow it up to be as big as Facebook and shit. You got the ruthless aggression.
Wow, that's a hell of a speech right there. And in fact, actually, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's pretty inspiring, actually. Ruthless aggression.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
I say it all the time. Yeah, anytime somebody asks me, like, who's the number one in San Antonio, who's the number one in San Antonio, I'm like, well, the problem with San Antonio is that nobody has that ruthless aggression. You know?
That fire.
And, like, that need to where you'll do whatever it takes because here in San Antonio, with a lot of the locals, like they'll get some small accomplishments, and they'll think they're the big man, and then like I say, they pass up one guy, but they don't keep up the momentum. They pass up the next guy.
That's a good point. Like, you got to keep it going versus just being comfortable with like just a little bit,
Small
right?
accomplishments.
I like that, man. I'm rooting for you. Like you got a good vibe about you. You got like good energy. I've had a lot of fun, learning about like what's up in your world, what you dig. I definitely appreciate you reaching out and for joining the podcast. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Is there anything sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Because because we're dropping the album for promotion, I decided I'm going to try and get on every single podcast that I can get on to promote the album.
Nice. I like that. I mean, I'm waiting for the podcast, for the episode. I'm waiting for the album to drop out, and then I'm excited to see like what else is going to be happening. Please keep us in the loop with that.
Okay, I can send you some previews that are on SoundCloud right now.
Please, yeah, please do. And then post them up on our page, and then let the fans check it out. And I guess like, is there any like last things you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to post or plug or anything?
Tonight, between 6 and 9 p.m., DEACONRAP is going to post his next promo video for LoudFest, Texas, in Katy, Texas. And this video, it's going to be hype. It's going to be awesome. Oscar, tell them about the video that I'm going to post later on today. How awesome is it? And speak up so they can hear you.
There's some reasons that you can define as epic. There's some moments you can define as the timing, right? So what the world's going to see, are you going to release tonight?
Yeah, I'm dropping it tonight.
If tonight's the night, get ready, you're in for a treat. We're not going to give any spoilers, we're not going to give any clues, but I'll tell you what, it's almost like walking back into the Attitude Era. So be prepared, be ready, because DEACONRAP is coming.
Yes.
I dig it.
So, to let them know what the Attitude Era is, Ruthless Aggression Era is you have all these young stars trying to rise to the top and do whatever it takes. But the Attitude Era, that's where we had Stone Cold, The Rock. You'd have stuff like, this is the problem, this is why The Rock is the champion, because The Rock is a true champion. Stone Cold would come in a giant beer truck, get on the roof with a hose, and The Rock's like, here's what you need to do. You need to take that giant beer truck, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up you. Then he sprays the whole ring with beer. He'll take like the hose and like spray the crowd with beer. And then he'll come up and get a micro, be like, this Sunday, I'm gonna kick your ass, you son of a bitch. And then, yeah.
Wow.
And that was the Attitude Era.
That's how to put on a show right there.
Yeah, that was the Attitude Era.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So.
Dope, man. You got me going. I Ruthless Aggression, that's the motto. And definitely, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. Like, this was such a good time.
No problem, man.
I had a blast actually listening to what you had to say, and yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna come from you. Good luck at the LoudFest, and I'm just keep us in the loop with what's about to happen. And I guess for everyone that's listening, thank you for listening to the podcast, for watching it, for participating. Hope you guys had a good time. Maybe you'd like to be a future guest, hit me up and maybe we can get something going. Anything else I'd like to say? Support us on Patreon, support us on all of our channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. And as always, stay dope, folks. Peace.
Peace out.